What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Thomas, and today we are going to discuss every single item that sold out from Supreme Week 11, discuss what we thought was going to sell out, what actually sold out, current resale price, and my overall opinion on Supreme Week 11, the big winners, the big losers. You won't want to miss it, so be sure to stay tuned to the end. Let's get right into it. Guys, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what you copped this week from Supreme. I do weekly drop list videos, cover other streetwear brands like Palace occasionally, and drop sneaker reviews too. So if you like any of that stuff, be sure to check out the channel and be subscribed if you aren't already. Let's get into week 11 and what sold out. All right, here we are on Supreme's wonderful website, and we had a lot of thoughts and hopes, aspirations, dreams, you might say, about what would sell out this week. And absolutely the biggest loser, the most wrong we've all ever been, right, was this guy. The Supreme Rotary Hero Sticker Bricks stool/side table, originally expected to be $248, $268 on release, 20 bucks more, and people said, all right, I'm gonna head out, 20 bucks extra, peace. And we on the stream, we're talking about this, and let's hear what chat had to say about the Rotary Hero table.
Flashback.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. Chat is saying table is gonna fly. We got 70% of people voting for the table, 21% on jeans.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's a total fabrication.
So if you guys heard that correctly, 70% of people in my chat said that the Supreme Rotary Hero table was going to sell out, and it absolutely did not.
It's an urban legend that never happened.
I don't know. I, for one, thought it was gonna fly. You know, it's one of these accessories that Supreme releases. Furniture, home goods, that kind of weird, bigger stuff tends to do pretty well. People are into it. And with something as iconic as the Supreme box logo sticker, I don't know. Why do you guys think this thing didn't sell out? Is it the economy? People just not feeling it? Passing this week just to save? I don't know. We were totally wrong about the Rotary Hero table.
I mean, it's all right. Like,
one item that did sell out, however, was the NYC Coach's jacket. I think this piece is really, really nice. It's got a great, clean design, very simple text on it, but it's a good style of jacket, the Coach's jacket. Pretty timeless apparel right here. Iconic streetwear. You can't really go wrong with this Supreme kind of classic logo. Some great color combinations. And at $148, yeah, it's no wonder this thing freaking sold out. Supreme Peace Embroidered Work Jacket. I kept calling it the World Peace Jacket because it's the world and it says peace, but it's not called the World Peace Jacket. It's the Peace Embroidered Work Jacket. But anyway, other than not being $288 bucks, being $328, this guy ended up selling out. It took a little bit, but I think this was probably the best piece that dropped this week. Everything besides the price. I know for a lot of people though, this was one of the ones they were aiming to get for the whole season. And you can see the quality on that embroidery is super, super clean. I love the navy one with the Supreme in the white. Again, the black, you can't read it as well. That's kind of a personal thing. But what do you guys think of the Peace Embroidered Work Jacket? I think it makes a lot of sense that it sold out. This one's actually a shocker. It wasn't sold out yesterday on Thursday, but it is now. The Fleece zip-up hooded shirt is sold out in every single color. I thought that the leopard would maybe be a little too crazy for some people, but they ended up eating it up. I think it's a nice jacket with warm fleece. It's got a nice interior quilted material, utility pockets on the chest, embroidered logo right there on the hood. And I guess, hey, people like it. $158, not really something I would probably cop from Supreme, but it is an overall nice piece, and I totally see why people copped it. Did you happen to grab it? Commenter, please let me know. I think this was one of the best pieces that released all week, probably second behind the Peace Embroidered Jacket. It has to be the Bumblebee long sleeve football top. Kind of a sleeper. I mean, people really were going after them. I believe the brown and pink sold out first out of everything, and then followed shortly by the black and yellow along with the white. Really clean piece. 118 bucks is relatively cheap. I know it is kind of a long sleeve shirt, but at the end of the day, these Supreme jersey athletic type pieces tend to get sold out. People like the way they look. And Supreme has been dropping a lot of heat in terms of jerseys, football tops. So it makes sense that this one is sold out too. Did you happen to grab a Bumblebee long sleeve football top? And we are definitely going to check on this piece later on Stockx and perhaps eBay. All right, the piece that I was pretty sure was going to sell out and ended up selling out was the distressed loose fit Salvage jeans. These guys have the Japanese Salvage denim, which the denim community absolutely loves. I've always wanted to get a pair of jeans like this, but it's been so hard for me to get motivated to pull, $288 out of the old bank account into some jeans, but they do look really dope. And the washed blue ones sold out pretty soon after the release, maybe like 10 minutes. They were sold out in all sizes. I know the black took a little bit longer to sell out, but they both did end up flying off the shelves. And that's not really a surprise. Supreme's nice denim tends to do pretty well. And if you are someone who is into this stuff, you probably know that. The small box polo sweater is the next sellout from the week. And if you guys haven't picked up on it already, we've had a lot of sellouts this week on a non-collab basic Supreme week, which in recent years, that's pretty good. I think this has been probably the best season we've had in 5, 6, 7 years. Really, really solid pieces. And while this design in particular isn't really my style, I definitely understand. And I know a lot of people in my chat and in the Supreme community as a whole like these small box polo sweaters. I know this brown one was very sought after. Again, not my style, but the wool blend, 3-button placket, and the embroidered logo, it's a nice piece. Overall, it's clean, it's classy. I definitely would probably cop the black or the white one if I had to grab one. And this was the next item that sold out at $148. Not bad. Now, there was one other accessory that dropped this week, and that was the Guadalupe leather keychain that did in fact sell out. Cowhide leather keychain made in Italy.
Scusi, babidi-boopy? Che cosa? Peter, what are you doing? Speaking Italian. Babidi-boopy? Babidi-boopity-babidi-babidi.
Hand painted and stamped. It is a pretty expensive keychain at almost $40, but it is that nice leather made in Italy. 3 really solid colors, just green, red, and blue. Really can't go wrong with that at all. And yeah, sold out relatively fast. It's, cheaper than getting something that's like $100. So not really a surprise there. I don't think this is like gold or anything. It's probably just brass, but yeah, people liked this piece and it was the next item that sold out this week. While this piece is still available, the Supreme Shot Leather Car Coat is only available in medium and large. I believe they made this up to XXL, so people were copping the Supreme Shot Leather Car Coat. If you got the money and you want it, maybe consider buying it. I know it's like $900, but it is still available. Figured I'd mention that. I'm pleasantly surprised and actually happy that this piece sold out because people, I think, were sleeping on the jagged visor 6-panel. Really cool stuff right here. This is kind of like a tire code. USA Department of Transportation, that number right there, GVW 80,000. It is a really neat little kind of racing inspired hat. Very low key kind of piece right here. You can still grab it in yellow and gray. I think the yellow is actually kind of a sick hat, but the black and the green or the teal ended up selling out. $48, kind of a low-key piece. Wanted to mention it. One of the last pieces that sold out was the big Logo Beanie in red. We have it available in all these other colors though, except for the tan plaid, and that's it. The red and the tan plaid ended up selling out. I think this is a great beanie if you want to show people that you love Supreme. Really, it's just a nice logo. It's a nice logo beanie, $44. Little expensive, but overall, I think it's really sick, and there's still a bunch of great colors left. Go get them if they're still available. This piece will definitely not be on sale at the end of the year. Get that cashmere blend, that cashmere blend cuff beanie with jacquard knit logo at the crown, which is apparently here, I guess. Yep. Last item did not sell out. Supreme Air Force One Low in brown, and I guess it is still available in these sizes. So if you copped anything else, wow, everything smaller than 11.5 is sold out, which is surprising. You think the larger sizes would have sold out, and I think they made these up to 13.5, maybe. I can go check the sizing right now. Nope, we do not have sizing for the Air Force Ones. I guess that's okay. Don't know what sizes were available for the Air Force Ones, but people ended up actually buying them, even though they weren't the nice kind of suede we were expecting. They are kind of like a poopy brown leather, and at $124, they're not really for me. but brown is a pretty hot color in the streets today. Now, after we've looked through every single piece, let's go take a look on Stockx and eBay and seeing what these pieces are actually going for, what you can expect to pay for them, and more stuff like that. All right. Okay, first item up, the Guadalupe leather keychain is going for about $63, $64, $58. And the retail was $38, so you can expect a little bit of fluctuation there. We're just going to use the general prices that I see at last sale right here. Just keeping it easy. Again, StockX, not the best absolute platform for determining supreme aftermarket prices, but it is just a glimpse into the market. Call it 75% to 80% on target, okay? Piece embroidered work jacket is going for about $600 for that double XL. Geez. 380, 370, 357, 397, 385. So this is incorrect.
It's a total fabrication.
Oh, look at that. Supreme and StockX, they're using the drop list prices too. That is hilarious. They have that wrong. It is 328. Actually, talk to the manager of StockX. You are wrong. You are wrong. Idiot's wrong.
It's a made-up tale.
But yeah, sorry about that. So these are going for a little bit above retail. Depends on the prices. You can look at view recent sales and take a peek at what they've actually gone for. 500, 405, 388, 302. That guy took a freaking bath on that one. 356. I don't ever understand StockX sellers, never will. And I don't recommend selling streetwear on StockX because you are just asking to get fucked over. All right, Air Force One brown, how much is it going for? Looks like we're about, well, the size 4 is 440, which is just not accurate. We're looking about 170 to about 147, 150. And I really only see that going down. I don't see these holding a ton of value because they're going to continue to restock until resale is practically non-existent. But if you copped these on release or a little bit before, like this random October 30th sale, you can still flip them for a little bit. So if you wanted to get them in hand, maybe review them, then send them out for a small profit or break even, you can definitely do that. But again, it's not like you're raking in the dough on the Supreme Air Force One, which is not really surprising. It's a brown Air Force One. Get them while they're still cheap. Supreme Bumblebee long sleeve, and you can see how the interest goes across the different colors. It's 166, 164 with a light royal, which is surprising. That was one of the last colors, or the last color, to actually sell out on release. So that is very interesting. Look at the sizes. These are the asks. The double XL is absurd. Let's look at the actual sales. We only have a few. 165, 164, 172, 183. I would actually say as close as you can get these to 150. Let's say you missed out on retail. I would say 150 is a pretty solid, fair price to get for these. So they're going to go for a little bit more than retail, 110. But a piece like this is only going to keep going up. I could see this piece in 3 years being around 250, 300. So get it while you can. It's a really solid piece. Again, these Supreme jerseys long-term always do extremely well. And for some reason, not a lot of people know about that because they're never that hard to cop. Like if you're fast at checking out on release day, it's actually not bad. And that wasn't every single item. I'm sure there's more we could look at. Again, this was the full drop list. The prices are not accurate on here. We even had the in-store exclusive Supreme address shirts, not actually released, or the hoodies. And someone in the comments told me, which was really interesting, the Supreme street address hoodies are in-store exclusive only. So you could only get them in the neighboring store near you, which I think is super, super sick. But yes, guys, this is everything that sold out from Supreme week 10, or week 11, excuse me. What did you cop last week? What was your biggest shocker? Are you surprised that the freaking stool is still available right now? To me, that was the biggest kind of takeaway from this is Supreme accessories, while they are usually pretty solid in terms of resale, they're not always gonna sell out. And we learned that lesson today. And I'm assuming they will probably go in the next few days. So if you see this video and it's not available, well, just know that since the time this video was uploaded, it sold out eventually. And I think long term, it will probably trend upward. I doubt you'll get this thing for like $200 unless you do that in the next few weeks when someone who bought it was expecting resale and then it sat and is like, oh shit, I need to get this out of my house. maybe you can do something like that. But yeah, that's gonna do the video for today, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'm your boy Thomas, and I'm out. Peace and butt grease. See ya.